I will say that being open to certain things, because it's a lot of times me as a just college student, you'll be like, hold on, professor, I see on the syllabus you have XYZ, but you revamp this and you do X now, and I can edit it for you, but what you do, and a lot of times they're not even aware, or they kept the same syllabus for like 10 years. Some of them don't want to like shift, and they don't want to find a better or easier way. So just being a great educator, you're always a student, and you always are aware that someone younger than you can be brighter than you. I mean, they can have a great idea. So I'm just like, that's the thing with me. I'm kind of always open. I want to hear what people got to say. You get what I'm saying? Now, now when I say hear what people got to say, I mean not foolishness. You get what I'm saying? We don't have time for the folly and the silliness and whatever else. I mean, we do, but we don't. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has its time, it has its place. But, yeah. Any good leader, just, they're transparent. People need transparency. And I learned that working in education. I'll be like, now today, when I walk in class, if the day is off day, I'll be like, today's a different day. Okay, we don't call it a different day. Every day is a different day, and today is very different. Okay, so that means you may have been late. You may have been kids, people, students. When you're a good leader, show transparency. Oh, today was off day. I slept. I got up late. XYZ. I got to get this done. I got to get that done. That's why people are never guessing. They're never, well, what's going on with that person? You don't have to guess with me, for the most part. Now, I'm not going to tell you my most amazing goals and any kind of business ideas I got for myself so that somebody else could try to go and mimic it. No, I'm not going to. I'm smart with that. But for the most part, I'm transparent. You don't have to do a whole lot of guessing. A lot of times people say, wow, you share too much. I mean, I'm the type of person, like, if I know that you're in my corner, and sometimes even for people that I know are not, sometimes even when I know that you're really not for me, I'm still transparent with you too, because you need to see the process. And I'm not going to try to act like, even, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's a saying called, don't block your hater. Don't block them on social media. Let them see, so they can see you go through the process. They can see you go through the good, the bad, and the ugly. You get what I'm saying? And so that's the thing. I'm not going to try to act like on certain days that I'm more than what I am or I'm not. No, I'm going to be transparent with you. And that's how I've always, that's how I've been. If it's X, Y, Z, if I need to do X, just like I said, guys, I haven't been working out. Or you working, you're a motivational speaker though. Why does that working out is still important? Because you understand, it's an investment, and it's investing in your health, basically. So, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and try to act like anything. And matter of fact, that was the thing. I was the type of person, even I think in first and second grade, if somebody would come to me and gossip and say, oh, this about X, Y, Z, I would say, hold on 1 second. And then I would say, come with me. Just like I was a teacher back then. And I would say, come with me, let's go to that person and let's get it all out in the open. That's what that was me. And people could not stand, oh my God. Unless you really confidential say, I'm just, sharing this between. But if you're gossiping, if you're gossiping, I'm already looking at you like, well, whatever you're saying about this other person, more than likely you're going to say it to me. But so that we're not gossiping, let's go ahead and nip it in the bud. So let's just get everybody here on the same page. Let's just go talk to that person, Let's go address this situation immediately. And I've learned that was so effective. Now, what it'll do is it holds people accountable for one to a certain degree, whether they were, and it shows people that you're not up for the BS. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of times that person won't come back to me with the gossip anymore. They'll move on to the next person. Because if they really wanted to resolve an issue versus gossip, they would be open-minded. Or maybe they were too intimidated to speak to that person face-to-face. So I'm just like, okay, so you're intimidated. I'm not. I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna advocate for you, whatever. but we're going to have this conversation. So yeah, I learned that early on with people that gossip and XYZ. A lot of times they want to talk about people. They don't want to. They don't want to ever have the initial conversation with that very person that they're talking about negatively. So a lot of times when I bring you guys content, when I talk to you about different topics, it's because I have invested. I have invested in courses, webinars, conferences, books, lots of hours of personal YouTube, learning how to. I've been on this self-development journey and motivational journey for a long time. A lot of these things come from the grit and the grind. You call it grit, Grit. The grit and the grind comes from hardship. It comes from failures. It comes from the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what do you mean by ugly? What I mean by that is if even when someone throws lemon bricks at you, you taking those bricks and building greatness. That's what I mean by that. So I have invested a lot of time, you talking about over a decade of self-development, over a decade of investing time, energy, money. And even when I didn't have the money, other people invested money in me so that I could become great. You get what I'm saying? So it's not really just an opinion. I have a high standard when I want to receive and learn. So I've learned for some of the top people in their fields, whether I could go straight to their conferences or whether I needed to buy their course online. You get what I'm saying? Whether I could speak to them directly. When I couldn't speak to them directly, I would cold call, like pick up the phone or DM, email them, and call their team and say, hey, my name is Sharice Cannon. I want to do more, not want to, but I know I was put in this world, put on this planet to motivate others. And I want to learn the business side of it. I want to learn all the aspects of it. And I want to learn from the greats. And so that's what I did. I got serious about it.